Air Europa 1098, runway 32 right, clear to land. This is the first video with footage of the new year, and we dive straight into the first flight of the year as well. Here you see an Air Europa Boeing 7879 Dreamliner landing on runway 27, coming in from Madrid Barajas airport. It's 3-year-old EC-NEI, which will take me to Madrid today as flight UX-1098. It's pretty special, it is EC-NEI of all airplanes, because I have flown on this plane before. In November 2019, this bird also flew me as UX-1098 from Amsterdam to Madrid. That was my first flight on a Boeing 787. And now, my second flight on the Dreamliner will be on the exact same plane. Never before did I fly twice on the exact same airplane, with years of time having passed in between flights. This is also the third time in total that I take the UX-1098 flight. The first time was in March 2019, which was on board an A330. It all makes a fun start of the first flying trip of 2023, which will take me to multiple countries in Western Europe. Just look at that wingspan. I love the 787 design. It's a beautiful looking plane. Once inside, it all looks very familiar. No surprise of course, because I remember the relaxed atmosphere on board Air Europa flights. The cabin looks and smells very nice. Last time I was on seat 41K. Now I am somewhat more forward on seat 17K, which has a great view of one of the two huge Rolls-Royce Trent 1000 engines. I'm curious how it will sound from this position. Let's listen while they are fired up.
dispone de 8 salidas de emergencia. 4 puertas en cada lateral de la aeronave, cada una de ellas equipada con un tobogán inflable. Abróchese el cinturón de seguridad siempre que la señal esté iluminada. Y cuando se introduce un miembro de la tripulación, se abrocha y desabrocha como les estamos mostrando. Encontrará un chaleco salvavidas o logra poner bajo el asiento. Solo si se le indica a algún miembro de la tripulación, coja el chaleco salvavidas de su compartimento y colóqueselo por la cabeza. Abroche el pliegue en la parte delantera y tire de la Infle el chaleco salvavidas solo cuando se encuentre fuera del avión. Para inflarlo, tire de la placa roja. Si fuera necesario, también se puede inflar el chaleco salvavidas soplando por el tubo. En caso de que disminuya la presión del aire en la cabina, las mascarillas de oxígeno caerán automáticamente desde el panel situado encima de usted. Si esto ocurriera, colóquese la mascarilla cubriendo la nariz y la boca. Ajústese la banda de goma alrededor de la cabeza y respire con normalidad. Si se encuentra sentado en clase business, podrá alcanzar la mascarilla de oxígeno tirando de la cinta roja. Antes de ayudar a otros pasajeros, asegúrese de que tiene colocada correctamente su propia mascarilla. Les recordamos que está prohibido fumar durante el suministro de oxígeno. Si desea utilizar
Sounds alright to me.
electrónicos durante el despegue,
Let's go to the runway and watch closely as the engine creates a little tornado. Here we passed an Airbus A318 from Tarom. Ever since I flew the A318 from Air France, I've started to appreciate the baby bus a bit more. You can't quite see it, but in front of us, about to take off, is a Boeing 737-800 from TUI Belgium, registration 00JAY, or J. Just remember this plane in the back of your mind for now. Meanwhile, it slowly started raining. time to leave this wet weather behind.
Tripulación de cabina preparados para despegue. Buen vuelo.
Europa 1098, runway 24, cleared for takeoff. very nice takeoff, and a great sound from the two Rolls-Royce engines. We are flying past my hometown. If it weren't for the clouds, I could possibly have seen my house. What I can't see though is the Maasvlakte, part of the Rotterdam harbour. We have reached our cruising altitude of 39,000 feet. This is almost 12 kilometers high. We have left the Netherlands and Belgium behind and now fly over northern France. I have activated the excellent onboard Wi-Fi on my phone. Using Flightnr, I can now do some spotting out of the window. This is the Swiss Airbus A220 HB GCU, flying from Zurich to London Heathrow. Now remember OOJ, the TUI Belgium 737-800, which took off in front of us. There it is again, on its way to the Canary Islands. We are a little faster and slowly overtake the 737, which is flying around 2,000 feet lower than us. What a sight! Also on the GoPro camera, you can clearly see it as it changes course slightly and moves away from us. Around this time, Flightnr showed that there was also another plane very close to us. A very interesting one actually. Sadly, it always stayed out of sight from my window, so I couldn't see or film it. A real shame, because it was a Boeing C-17 Globalmaster from the SAC, or Strategic Airlift Capability Heavy Airlift Wing. It was flying to our left at first, and then we slowly increased the distance. But it followed us all the way to Madrid. Its destination was Agadir. No surprise to see a Ryanair 737, with so many flying in the European skies. This is EXD on its way to Birmingham. This remains a cool and unique feature of the Boeing 787, the self-dimming windows. No window blinds on this plane, but with the push of a button you can change the brightness of the window tint. Watch closely at this footage to see it change. currently flying over the south of France, we are closing in on northern Spain and the Cantabrian Mountains. Fantastic in-flight entertainment system, by the way. Lovely view from the French coastline and the city of Biarritz. But very soon the views changed drastically. Would you look at that? How beautiful! While passing the mountain range, we have entered Spanish airspace. Shortly we start descending towards Madrid. Is that C-17 on radar. I keep a close eye on it now, because we are slowing down. It's beautiful weather out here. If you look closely, you can see some smoke coming from a field. Here is a better view. Looks like somebody is burning his land. Bit of a weird sight. Don't know about you, but the colors on the ground make me feel like the temperature on the ground should be really pleasant. But in reality, it was only about 7 degrees Celsius. And there's then finally that C-17. Sadly, at this point it was already flying very high above us. Quite heavy. Here we make our final turn to line up with runway 32 right. In my earlier flights to Madrid, I landed on 32 left and 18 right. That means that I have used a different landing runway on all 3 of my flights to Barajas. If you look closely, you can see Madrid Torrejón Airport. And in this picture, which I took, you can see there is some pretty interesting stuff parked there. A military A330 and some Canadair CL-215 water bombers. Europa 1098, runway 32 right, clear to land. nice landing, quite heavy braking I have to say. Now it will be quite a journey to the gate, but there's plenty to see on the way.
Les informamos que al desembarque del avión se realizará por las puertas central y trasera. Recomendamos a los pasajeros que hayan dejado el carrito de bebé en la puerta del avión desembarquen en último lugar para su recogida. En Europa y toda la tripulación esperamos que la atención recibida durante el vuelo haya sido de su agrado y deseamos verles de nuevo a bordo. Muchas gracias y buenos días. Welcome to Madrid. Please keep those precautions and possible signs on. Be careful when opening the overhead compartments and the hand baggage. And move. Please make sure to take your belongings with you, including anything like frozen public. From this moment you can now disconnect the flight mode on your handheld devices. The whistles we have left the runway. To leave the aircraft through the middle and rear door. Passenger collect any pictures. Take that off or I requested that dispatch last note to call down. Europa only pick up to one other flight tests and report to order program. Thank you. Goodbye.
Voor onze LaMa aangekomen zijn gereserveerd. Had u sturing vastgemaakt, dat betekent sturing vast is afgeschakeld. Dit verzichtbaar het openen van de bagagebakken. De handbagage kan namelijk zijn verschoven. Zorgt u tevens voor dat u uit uw personele gegevens meeneemt en dat u niets achterlaat in de stoelzak voor u. Vanaf dit moment kunt u de vliegtuigmodus van de handelapparaten loskoppelen naar Tripreport. Aangezien we de landingbaan hebben verlaten. Mijn gemeenteraad kunt uitstappen via de vooruitgang. Rijting voor wonen richting de landing. Hopen dat de overigens zorgt tijdens deze vlucht naar de luisteren hebben hier opnieuw aan boord van Europa te mogen verwelkomen. Hartelijk bedankt, goedemiddag en tot ziens.
Looking back at my first flight of 2023, I couldn't really have wished for a better start. It was lovely on board the Air Europa Dreamliner, and really fun to fly on EC-NEI again. It was a very comfortable flight, the Wi-Fi was great, some great views out of the window, especially over that mountain range, and the approach and landing were fantastic too. I didn't do this trip on my own. Lars and Marieke from LaMa Aviation invited me along on this trip. Regular viewers should know them by now, but if you don't, and you like to discover their aviation content, which I strongly recommend, there are links to be found in the video description. From Madrid, we will not return back to the Netherlands immediately. Find out our next destination in the next video. For now, thank you very much for watching and have a great day. Oh, and I hope you like the new 2023 outro. Bye!